this very night you will be taken. I overheard my parents say,
welcome everybody.
In spite of me, they would transport
somewhere?
you. So arise and go, my own true love. I wish to God I'd gone before you. They both sat down upon the bed, all for the sight of one another, and not one word did either speak, till down her cheeks the tears did shower. She lay her head upon his breast, around his neck her arms entwined them. Not a duke nor lord nor earl I wed, I wait for you, my own Matt Highland. How can I go away, my love? How can I leave without my wages, without one penny of my own, just like some low and lonesome vagrant? Here's 20 guineas in bright gold, that's far much more than Father owes you. So rise and go, my own true love. You know right well I do adore you. As days passed by, she then began to roam the graves alone and slighted, and in her grief she cried aloud, send back my own Matt Highland. The Lord conversed with his daughter dear one night above in her bedchamber. I will give you leave to bring him back, since there's no one can win your favor. She wrote a letter in great haste, for him her heart was still repining. They brought him back, to the church they went, and made a lord of young Matt Highland. The snows, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing, and the corn, it ripens fastest when the frosts are setting in. And when a woman tells me that my face she'll soon forget, before we part, I wage a crown. She's fain to follow it yet. The snows, they melt the soonest when the wind begins to sing, and the swallow skims without a thought as long as it is spring. But when spring goes and winter blows, my love, and you'll be fair.
We're live from Austin, Texas. Welcome to Strings Attached at Home. And we're dialing up the new computer here. All right, I'm Will Taylor. This is Carole. This is where we play our first song. And then we'll talk.
The sailor stepped off of his boat and onto the shore. He walked through the sand and the seaweed right up to my door. He could see my face through the window before I remembered to hide. There was nothing to do but invite the sailor inside. He took off his shoes and sat down at the foot of my bed. And I offered him tea, but he wanted my best wine instead. He said, "We've many hours before sunrise, and I've a great notion to dance." I had nothing to lose, so I offered the sailor my hands. A robin flies south for the winter, sure his leaves fall from trees. Now and again he may linger, but a sailor returns to the sea. A sailor returns to the sea. He stayed till the dawn came to summon him back to his boat. And I knew he was eager to sail, so I let him go. For I'd seen the fire in his blue eyes when he spoke of the water and wind, and I knew in my bones I would dance with the sailor again. Then the sailor stepped into his shoes and out of the door. He walked through his washed away footprints away from my shore. I could see his face through the window as he turned with the tides in his eyes. There was nothing to do but to bid the sailor goodbye. The robin flies south for the winter, sure his leaves fall from trees. Now and again he may linger, but But a sailor returns to the sea. A sailor returns to the sea. Now I try not to watch the horizon. It won't bring him back faster to me. And I've plenty to do besides look for his sails on the sea. Robin flies south for the winter. Sure, his leaves fall from trees, and now and again he will linger. But a sailor returns to the sea. A sailor returns to the sea. To the sea. You can just hear the wind in the sails in the distance.
That's right.
And the seagulls.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful song, Karen.
Thank you. That was A Sailor Returns to the Sea.
And we're featuring, right up at the top here, several Karen Mall compositions. Not only did she play the guitar and write the melodies, but she wrote the words. And I'm just going to remind Karen to play the guitar a little bit louder in general, if you can remember, because I don't have you plugged in.
Oh,
so we're glad you're here. It's Strings Attached at Home, live from Austin, Texas, from our Airstream trailer, 1976 Argosy. It's been in this spot for about 6 years. We're surrounded by greenery. The last bits of the daylight are twinkling through the trees, and we're glad you're here. A few items of business we like to make you aware of. Every week we're here on Tuesdays at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We're also here on Wednesdays for our European friends. Yes, if you're over in Europe, 8 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Now, I just got the computer back, so we're getting it back up. If it's a little distorted, let me know. I think I've got my voice reined in here a little bit. If the video does weird things, the audio should stay right just fine. Just close your eyes and go into another world if the video starts to do weird things. So we'd love to encourage you to help us out, help this get out to the internet. It helps the algorithm. If you start a watch party, share it as much as you can and invite people. When you're in the watch party, you can pull down and invite just thousands of your friends. It's very easy to do. And this is something that Karen and I started. We are in episode 12 right now. So this was approximately 12 weeks ago. We started these broadcasts as a way to replace all of our income, or replace some of our income that was completely lost. And we want to thank everybody who has been donating every week. Excuse me. But going forward, we were thinking, what would you guys think if we just did this anyway? Even if the world opens back up and there's a second wave and all that.
Just keep doing
just
our
keep on doing
shows on Tuesday nights.
We'd love to know, and it really helps if you comment below. Make comments. So if you want to keep supporting the show that we put together for you every week, you can support it by going to live.stringsattached.org.
We love your comments and your hearts floating up
along the stage.
Along the stage, and we're looking at all our feeds, and we're reading your comments, and we are responding to you in real time. So we're so happy you're here. Yes, I'm looking at the comments on the Strings Attached page on Facebook. So this is kind of like a podcast, and I'm thinking about actually releasing this as a podcast. So if you listen to any podcast, you'll hear announcements, and that's the way you get all the free content, and you support the podcast and the work that they put in to make it every week. So thank you for being here. And if you want to hear our music ad-free 24 hours a day, you can hear it at Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music. Everything's up there. Or you can go to our Bandcamp page, stringsattached.bandcamp.com. There's tons of music there, and you won't hear me speak anything. Tons of music. There'll just be pure music. It's a vast vault of music. And there is a possibility that this
program will be made into a podcast where you can listen to it without any interruptions. So let's move on to the music today, letting you know that our featured artist for our featured artist segment.
Oh, should we let him guess who it is? Because I have a little bit of trivia.
Oh, you want to do some trivia now? Oh, I want to say hey to Keith and Gail. There are our diehard fans that are here every week. And, I will read your name out on this podcast, which could be out there for years and years to come. Would you like me to read your name?
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, comment
Mark.
below. Let us know where you're watching from. What would you like to hear? Can you guess what the artist is? And before we go, one more thing. If you donate $10 or more, what do you get? Mystery bootlegs in your mailbox. And if you donate $30, or if let's say that if you support the show at a $30 or higher level, you get a CD signed from us, mailed with our the oxygen that came from our lungs mixed in with the package.
CD of your choice from our library. Okay, here's the trivia question. Are you ready? See if you can guess, all you music fans out there. I'm not even going to say the genre. Well, it's kind of a pop genre. Who was the most successful female songwriter in the second half of the 20th century? The most successful female songwriter, pop songwriter of the second half of the 20th century. And by success, what do you mean by successful, Karen? Well, I'm glad you asked. Success can be measured in a lot of ways, but in this specific way, it's measured by the most hits on the Billboard 100 charts. So who do you think that was? The most wrote or co-wrote the most hits in the second half of the 20th century? Will, you can't guess.
Okay.
Let's play another song and let you think about that. And then we'll read your comments. I can't wait to see what people say.
And always
you probably know.
Always you can let us know if the sound is good, and we'll make adjustments. We're assuming that it's good. We're doing what is called the one microphone bluegrass method, where we can sort of do our own mixing and we add just a little bit of magic to it, a little studio magic. So if you like the tone, let us know how you think. We're trying a little different this week. Feel free again to share this, and we appreciate you being here.
This week we have a little bit of a theme going. We noticed in the songs we chose. There's a little bit of tumultuous romance going on this week, as opposed to the unapologetically optimistic love songs of the previous weeks. So here we go. This is a song that I wrote with David Glazer. I love to watch it falling back into your eyes. The sun may rise and set, but you're the only light I see. I love everything about you except the way you don't love me. Sing softly in my ear. When you're near, my breath comes fast and my knees go weak. I love everything about you except the way you don't love me. You don't let me count the ways like lovers do. You don't watch me when I look away from you. You don't lie to me, it's true, but you won't say we're through. But I love everything about you except the way you the way you don't love me. I love everything about you except the way you don't love me. So sad.
Carole, Everything About You. I always thought that could be a Nashville country hit. We're still waiting for the
I'm still waiting.
the right songwriter.
Who wants to cut that song?
I mean, come on. What kind of line is that? Everything About You.
When I got that line,
Really?
I mean, it was one of those things where I was driving down the road and that line just flew in my window. I swear, it just flew into my window, landed in my lap, and I thought, I love everything about you except the way you don't love me. Certainly somebody has written that song already and rushed to Google and looked it up, and turned out nobody had yet written it. So
And here we are. What was that, about 20 years ago, maybe?
no,
Less than?
less than that.
Less than that.
Maybe just about 14 years
14 years ago. Okay.
Or it was just like
decade
it was
and a half.
yesterday.
Yep. And now we changed the mood completely.
Oh yes, let's change the mood. This is another. This is a song I wrote. That's all I'm gonna say.
And thanks for joining us, Mark and George and Eric Johnson. We're glad you're here for Strings Attached at Home, live from Austin, Texas. You can support the show. We appreciate all the supporters out there at live.stringsattached.org.
Did you get any guesses?
Nope.
Of who?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yes.
There was Dolly Parton and Joni Mitchell.
Uh-huh.
So
Those are both incorrect.
incorrect.
Ladies
So
and
keep
gentlemen.
guessing below. We need some more action in our comments.
Somebody guessed on my page and they guessed correctly.
Where is everybody? Send a little love. Oh, thanks a lot, Mark. Thank you for the love. Appreciate the love.
We're going to play one more
Live.stringsattached.org.
song before
And
we...
the link should be clickable.
reveal. Sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If you want to support the show, the link should be very clickable in the top of the video. You can click right over and support us at any amount, and you can get into the live Zoom party after. We do this every time. Yes, I see the link right there. It's clickable. We appreciate Lewis Shanks for supporting the show. All your donations will be matched by a discount at Lewis Shanks. So we're glad you're here. Karen, let's get your beautiful song underway. I love the melody on this. When I heard it, I thought that must be some kind of ancient Celtic melody. And she goes, nope, I wrote that.
Let's see. Do this in the correct key. Yeah, he said,
Are we gonna do an
where
E?
did that song come from?
E? Can we? Okay.
That is
I'm gonna play it.
mine.
I'm playing with you on
It's
the.
mine. I own it.
That's right.
I wrote it
I'm playing
all by myself.
We don't have the sweet reverb on, darn it. Okay, now we have it.
Oh, okay.
So, guys. So I'm playing with you at the top. So give me a good count on the melody. Can we do it? Can I take the pickup? So.
There were never any flowers, no Valentine bouquets, no fistful of daisies picked along the way. He sang no love songs, they were all locked away in the attic of his memory, in another lover's name. There were never any flowers, but every morning morning she would look for seeds that never sprouted, roots that never took. She watched the soil for some small sign of growth, and he watched the door for his opening to go. You take a cutting from the vine and do the best you can. You can pray for sun, you can pray for rain, but just don't pray for time. Now the days gather slowly, like the leaves on the ground. The colors have faded, like the love she thought she'd found. There's a kind of solace in the silence of the falling snow. There's a season in her memory where the flowers grow. So sad.
I know, so sad. Carole, never any flowers.
Yes.
Great imagery in there.
And I gave away
So good.
one of my favorite flowers. I don't really believe in favorites in general, but one of my favorite flowers is mentioned in that song.
Is it really?
Yes. See if you're paying attention.
Okay.
What
Has anybody else paid
was
attention?
the flower?
I guess I didn't. Did I?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
I paid attention. I did. Okay. Welcome to
Anyway.
Strings Attached at Home. This is Carole. I'm Will Taylor. We're live from Austin,
Hi.
Texas. The last bits of the day are fading out the window here in our Argosy 76 trailer. And we're so glad that Eric Johnson is here, Keith, Russell Martin, Dave Marshall up in far north Austin. Yes, a couple of folks have guessed the special feature artist for episode
Yes.
12.
A couple people have.
We appreciate your support at live.stringsattached.org, and all the links are above in the description. You can click on and donate anywhere from $1 up to $1,000, and this goes to support us producing this show every week for you, since essentially all of our gigs have been canceled, but we're really happy to bring it to you every week. And there's something we should mention here real quick before we get to our featured artist, is that Karen and I made a video yesterday describing 3 safe concerts that we're going to start doing for you out there, and I'll just say them real quick. We're going to do
Number 1,
number 1 is
virtual house concert.
virtual house concerts, which is similar to this, but it's private. You invite your family and friends. You get to talk with us. You get to pick the set list. Anywhere in the world you can get us for that virtual
We will
house concert.
sing and play and chat with you and chat
Right.
back and forth
So-
and share a meal and
Yeah,
whatever
have a
it
good
is
time.
people do when they
And you can
gather.
get a sample of that at the end. We're going to have a Zoom after party. The link is in the description on every video that's streaming live right now. And number 2 is the front porch serenade. We come to your lawn. You sit on the porch, have a little beverage, and maybe some crackers and dinner, and we
Some
will set up
crackers.
and play
Or on the
songs for
balcony.
you acoustically or on the balcony. So that's the front porch serenade. And number 3 is Karen Mall will say this. It's what?
Number 3 is a private Strings in the Woods experience. Strings in the Woods is Will's amazing invention where we take folks out into nature and take them on a beautiful guided hike, and we end the experience with an acoustic concert.
That's right. So if you're interested in any of these, come to the Zoom after party and talk with us. We'd love to come out and play for you. Is it time to go hear live music again? We've figured out a way to do it and keep safe
and stay safe.
So you can get off the screen. We're looking at screens now for 12 weeks, and if you'd like to have us, just make a comment or contact us on Facebook, anywhere, 512-589-8749. We're going to head now into our featured
Jeff
artist.
Santa Barbara, California.
That's right. Karen, would you like to introduce the featured artist?
Yes.
Of the week.
I'll give you one more hint, folks, in case you haven't guessed it yet.
Are we going to play a song and then talk?
Ready? No.
Okay.
I'm just going to play
All
it.
right.
So recognizable. You ready? You ready for this? Who could it be?
Make a comment below. Who could that be?
Not James Taylor.
That's right. It's a trick question.
But Carole King, of course. And actually, James Taylor really had the hit with You've Got a Friend. And she was gracious enough to let him record it and release it before she did. But yeah, Carole King. What a career. Would you like to take a guess, Will, at how many...
Oh, I'm not going yet. How many hits?
Hits she had on the Billboard Top 100 in her career?
12?
12.
No.
Higher.
What? Dang.
How many hits did she have in the second half of the 20th century on the Billboard Top 100?
30.
Nope.
Still more? Okay,
Still
give
more.
him it. Tell me.
118.
Carole King?
118.
Oh my gosh, she's got to be a billionaire. She's got to be from all that.
This is where his mind
Talk about
goes.
residual. I know, residual
I
income.
know.
That's so good.
But what a
Wow.
gem. What a
And
dear.
and she obviously, we probably don't even know a lot of those because she didn't sing them. She just wrote them and gave them.
And she really rode that
Yeah.
that line between pop and folk in a way that I think was just exquisite. And I'll ask you another trivia question after we play this first song.
Let's do it.
When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, yes, and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Hey, don't you know that winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah.
You've got a friend.
Even though we can't visit you the way we used to right
You've
now,
got a friend.
but I'm
You've
still
got a
here for you.
You've got a
You've got a friend.
Okay.
Oh, unapologetically sentimental. Yes, you've got a friend. James Taylor called that just the perfect pop song. And it was, and it is. And the next trivia question,
Mm-hmm. You got trivia here, huh?
yeah.
All right. This is good.
Can you guess how many solo albums Carole King recorded?
Oh, yeah. That's like 3. Did I get it?
25.
No. What?
25.
Wow.
She holds the record of the most successful album from a female writer for most weeks on the top of the charts for over 20 years. She held the record with this one particular album.
Wow. Tapestry?
Yes, Tapestry.
All right, if you just tuned in, it's Strings Attached at Home, live
Oh,
from
we're gonna-
Austin, Texas.
We're gonna try something really daring.
Very daring. And we appreciate
really
your support.
fun and silly. Bear with us.
And if you want to get a CD of your choice, any CD that is that you can find online for Will Taylor or Carole or Carole and Will Taylor, any CD we will send to you for a $30 donation. And
Hola,
we'll sign
jefe.
it.
¿Qué tal?
Send it out to you. $10 or more gets you 3 mystery songs into your mailbox. And we appreciate the support because we do this every week to come to you, and it's our way of kind of replacing our lost gigs. And a lot of musicians are doing this. And yeah, we're glad to be here. You know, I'm still working on taking out the ands and the uhs. It's really tricky to do this.
It is tricky. We are live and we are improving our patter right now.
That's right. Does
Hoping
Howard
to get
Stern
better
do
at
that?
it.
Yeah.
Better patter.
All right. So we appreciate your support in all these weeks. We're on week 12.
Week 12.
Of our show. And here we go with this Pierre piece. And Karen's going to talk a
This
little bit
song
about
is
it.
really, really close to my heart on a number of levels. Not the least of which is our daughter Coralina loves it. Coralina, are you watching? Here we go. Very daring thing going on.
Yep.
Yes, okay. There once was a boy named Pierre who only would say, I don't care. Hear his story, my friend, for you'll find at the end that a some lovely cream of wheat.
I don't care.
Don't sit backwards in your chair.
I don't care.
Don't pour syrup in your hair.
I don't care.
You are acting like a clown.
I don't care.
And we have to go to town.
I don't care.
Don't you want to come, my dear?
I don't care.
Would you rather stay right here?
I don't care.
So his mother left him there. His father said, "Get off your head, or I will march you up to bed." And Pierre said,
I don't care.
"I would think that you could see
I don't care.
your head is where your feet should be.
I don't care.
If you keep standing upside
I
down,
don't care.
we'll never ever get to town.
I don't care.
If you would only say I care,
I don't care.
I'd let you fold the folding
I
chair."
don't care.
So his parents left him there. They didn't take him anywhere. Now as the night began to fall, a hungry lion paid a call. He looked Pierre right in the eye and he asked him if he'd like to die. Pierre said,
I don't care.
"I can eat you, don't you see?
I don't care.
And you will be inside of me.
I don't care.
Then you will never have to bother
I don't care.
with a mother or a father."
I don't care.
Is that all you have to say?
I don't care.
Then I'll eat you, if I may.
I don't care.
So the lion ate Pierre. Arriving home at 6 o'clock, his parents had a dreadful shock. They found the lion sick in bed and cried, "Pierre is surely
Surely dead."
They pulled the lion by the hair. They hit him with the folding chair. His mother asked, "Where is Pierre?" And the lion answered, "I don't care." His father said, "Pierre's in there." They rushed the lion into town, and the doctor shook him up and down. And when the lion gave a roar, Pierre fell out on the floor. He rubbed his eyes and scratched his head. He laughed because he wasn't dead. His mother cried and held him tight. His father asked, "Are you all right?" Pierre said,
I'm feeling fine. Please take me home. It's past 9.
"Ah." The lion said, "Would you care to climb on me? I'll take you there." And everyone looked at Pierre, who shouted,
Yes, indeed.
"Yes, indeed, what?"
I am here.
Care.
I care.
Ow! The lion took them home to rest and stayed on with a weekend guest. The moral of Pierre is care. Oh!
All right. Does anybody remember that?
We'll take your audition into consideration, but you blew your big
I did.
punchline.
Yeah, I did.
It's okay.
Yep.
This is live theater, folks.
Multitasking theater. Thanks for coming to welcome to Strings Attached at Home. If you just arrived, that's Carole and Will Taylor, and we are now going to do one more
Let's see.
song
from our featured artist.
that we've actually rehearsed, and everything's been rehearsed, hasn't
Hey,
it?
Paul, how's it going?
Who's here? We've got Jeff Hilborn, Bud Loville, Mark, Deb
Hi,
Strusan.
Jeff.
Hank, thanks for stopping by. We're featuring the music of Carole King.
Hi, Matt.
Karen has
Nice
some-
to see you.
Karen had some fine. Oh, we got lots of reverb on our voices, don't we?
Oh,
yeah. So, here we are, and we have a few more songs. We have 4 more songs for you that are not necessarily Carole King, but we think you'll enjoy
This
it.
is our final Carole King selection of the evening. We really had fun working these up.
We sure did.
Didn't we?
Yep.
This is a song that I have been singing for over half my life. We'll just leave it at that.
Let's do it.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure, or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic in your sighs? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I'd like to know that your love is love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will my heart Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow, Willie?
Of course.
Yeah, good songs do that. They make you sigh and
All right.
breathe in a lot of oxygen.
Like the lyric says, right?
So
What magic
good.
sigh? What was
The
it?
magic of your sighs.
The magic
Yeah.
of sighs, right?
And so coincidentally, we are moving into the American songbook portion of our show.
Mm-hmm.
We always love to do some number of songs from the Great American Songbook. And
It's true.
I don't know if you all know exactly what I mean by that. So I'm going to ask Will
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
to elaborate
Here we go.
on the Great American Songbook.
The Great American Songbook, also known as the American Standards, is the canon of the most important and influential American popular songs and jazz standards from the early 20th century. Although several collections of music have been published under the title, it does not refer to any actual book or specific list of songs, but to a loosely defined set including the most popular and enduring songs from the 20s to the 1950s that were created for Broadway theater, musical theater, and Hollywood musical film. So some of the composers are George Gershwin, Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, Jerome Kern, Harold Arlen, and Richard Rodgers. So a lot of these songs became what we know as jazz standards. You know, and one of the things that I like is the idea of jazz was to take these songs, you know, also Tin Pan Alley was another term that was tossed around. And they became vehicles for improvisation by jazz artists, ranging from Charlie Parker to Duke Ellington. Of course, Duke Ellington wrote his own standards. But later on, there have been artists like Herbie Hancock who have done albums called New Standards, where he would take music from the 60s and 70s and do jazz arrangements of those. So we're going to go back now to something that is an American songbook, really.
Well, it kind of is.
Kind of is. And,
It
there's
kind of is, even though
Really?
technically it is a Mexican song.
There's a story behind this you were telling me this morning, which I found very touching. It reminded me a bit of Joni Mitchell's story behind her song Woodstock, that she wasn't actually there, but she imagined in her mind what it would have been like to go to Yasgur's farm.
This song was written by Consuelo Velázquez, who was arguably the most famous female composer of Mexico to date.
Wow.
Arguably.
From Mexico.
I wouldn't argue. She was from Mexico. She was born in 1916, so right around my grandmother's era. And she wrote this song about kissing before she was 20. She had not been kissed yet. Also reminds me of Paul McCartney writing When I'm 64, when he was 16 years old.
Wow.
Remember that?
Yes. So if you just joined us, this is live from Austin, Texas, Strings Attached at Home. We appreciate your support at live.stringsattached.org. That's what makes this show possible, is viewers and listeners just like you from all parts of the world, helping musicians like us make music for you. And if you enjoy this show, then consider supporting us weekly, or supporting the show, rather, at live.stringsattached.org. That gets you a different set of songs each week, and we'll thank you so much on the air. Thanks to Terry Lynn, who's listening to us right now, and Keith Nelson, along with Gail. They're here every week. So how about Besame Mucho? Bet Karen will do a great job on this.
Those of you Spanish speakers, your job is to discover a very prominent word in this song, which is featured in the previous song. That sounds kind of cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can find the common word in this song.
Right. Give me a count. I'll do it, yeah. beautiful, Karen.
Muchas gracias.
Look at that. Look at the variety you guys get out of this caramel. She could do anything. She could do Carole King. She could do blues, western swing,
Hi, Lori.
and even sing in Spanish.
Ah,
Welcome to Strings Attached at Home. We appreciate your support at
Alicia from my old college days. Hi, Alicia.
We appreciate your support at live.stringsattached.org. If you had a chance to show your support, head on over there. We're going to head right in now to the last two songs from the American Songbook.
Did anybody guess the common word? I know it's really obscure.
What is it, Karen?
Did anybody? No. The common word was, will you still love me mañana?
Oh.
Mañana figures prominently in this song because the singer of the song is afraid that it's going to be the last time I ever get to kiss you, and tomorrow it will all be gone. So there's a little common link there.
Yes, and that's part of what you get with this show curated every week for you guys.
Should I maybe get my mandolin out?
And between us, I think we play 4 instruments usually on this show. Let's see, was that right? 5. Well, if you count, yes. So there's 5. Talk about value, folks. Yeah. All right. Welcome to Strings Attached at Home. And Karen is pulling out the mandolin. I'm hoping that it is in tune.
We are hoping.
We're here every week at 7:30 Central Standard Time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Europe at 8 o'clock, which is 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. We love that you join us. We love your letters. We love getting all the comments and reading through them after the show. And it's something we're trying that we've done for the last 3 times is a Zoom after show. We usually have about 3 or 4 people show up, and they have a great time. We get to talk about the music, talk about anything, and we actually had a requirement that you donate, and I've dropped that requirement. There's no requirement anymore. You can just click in the
come hang out with us
description of the video, or you can text me at 512-589-8749, or just make a comment below saying, I need the Zoom link, and I will put it right there. There's no requirement. It's completely free. And yeah, we hope you show up. So let's do a little swing, shall we?
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your donations. Your support is really helpful, and it puts food directly in our refrigerator.
And like I said, we want to keep doing this every week. If you would like to see us come back every week, let us know. How's it going, Sarah? Let's see.
Just to be glad thinking of you.
Oh, yeah.
Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. For all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you. It had to be you. It had to be you.
Take it away, Karen. so much fun to play that Freddie style. That's a Freddie Green style guitars, where it's just rhythm guitar. Thank you, Freddie Green. All right, we're into the home stretch, the last song of the night. Thank you for coming tonight. We'd love to hear in the comments what you enjoyed about the show, or any comments whatsoever. Give us some comments below on this last tune and join us for the Zoom party. This is one that I love playing. It is definitely from the American Songbook. Learned it from Ray Charles. And Karen and I actually happened upon this. I was playing a very old piano in Kerrville, and I said, "Hey, why don't you sing this?" And she sang it, and I thought it sounded great. And I think she does a great job.
I've been singing this song since high school, before I even knew what it meant.
Really? Okay.
I've been singing a lot of songs before I knew what they meant.
So let's send this out to somebody that wants to learn how to sing blues. Yeah, they know who they are.
Me, send it out to me. I want to learn how to sing blues.
A friend out there who wants to learn how to play the blues, and may that person get the courage to do so. All right.
Well, this is a song about anywhere.
Oh, still talking. Okay.
Yes, I'm still speaking. This is a song about anywhere that you long to be, where you are not currently, geographically, at the moment. So you can substitute anywhere you like, and it still works.
Okay. Yep. What's that?
Just once through.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I'm thinking about you, Georgia. Just an old sweet song comes like moonlight through the pipes. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you, Georgia, Georgia. No peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I'll see you again, Georgia. See you again, Kerrville Folk Festival, whenever you come
that's
back.
Right. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Mary Dines, and everybody who tuned in. Donna Starnes, Sarah. Thanks for joining us for Strings Attached at Home every Tuesday and Wednesday, live from America. 7:30 on Tuesdays and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays. I'm not sure what we have in mind next week, but we will be back with a brand new show. We so appreciate your support, and it helps us do what we do for you every week, and we just have such a great time doing it. So if you just tuned into the show, you can watch it from the beginning. We did some great music by great artists Carole King, American Songbook. This is Karen Mall. Karen Mall was playing guitar, mandolin, and vocals tonight. Will Taylor was playing, that's me, speaking to myself in the third person, guitar, violin, and vocals too.
With a clean-shaven
tonight.
face. Can you tell? Very clean. Hey, we love you. Thanks for being here with us.
We love you so much. We're going to put on the credits now, and we'll see you in the Zoom party. You can text me at 512-589-8749 or make a comment below if you need the Zoom link. And we will have some fun here in about 5 or 10 minutes. Go grab yourself a cocktail. We'll see you in the Zoom meeting room. Let's do this. And put on the music.
I like your good behavior, darling, thus I often say. And I cannot rest contented while you are far away. The winds, they are so cold that we cannot stay there out. So roll me in your arms, love, and blow the candles out. Now father and mother in yonder room do lie, hugging one another, so why not you and I, hugging one another without a fear or doubt. So roll me in your arms, love, and blow the candles out. I pray thee speak more softly of what we have to do, lest our noise of talking makes us our pleasure rue. The streets, they are so nigh, love, the people walk about. They may look in and spy, love, so blow the candles out. If we prove successful, name it after me. Treat it neat and kiss it sweet and daft it on your knee. When my 3 years are over, my time it will be out. So roll me in your arms, love, and blow the candles out.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey, Karen, can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey, Karen, can you hear me? Hello?